We are with game one. I'm playing white-black tokens. This was from the Where Angels Fear to Tread pre. I was playing white-black tokens. My opponent, Romelos, if I've said that right, is playing Merfolk. And this was a pretty sweet match, so I wanted to show this. So let's get underway. Right, so here's our opener. Got an Isolated Chapel, Plains, Ghost Quarter, Hero of Bladehold, Spectral Procession, Beckon Apparition, and Path to Exile, which is pretty nice. He leads off with a Fairy Conclave. I wasn't entirely sure what he was on at this point, as I hadn't seen any of his previous matches. This was only round 2 in the competition. So he plays another Fairy Conclave, and passes to us the Windbrisk Heights, and we'll raise the alarm underneath it. Pass back to him. So he plays a Marrow Regery, which gives us the indication that he is Merfolk, as well as a Mutavault. Just going to path that on the end of his turn. Don't really want any Regery antics going on, if at all possible. And we're just going to play Spectral here, which potentially leaves us to be able to activate our Windbrisk Heights next turn, and obviously attack for 3. He has another Regery, but there's not really much we can do about that. We've not got much removal going on. So, 5 of 3. And could have activated the Windbrisk Heights there, but as he only had 1 mana open, I figured that we'd be better off playing out the Hero of Bladehold, considering that I don't know of any 1 mana counter spell that would have been able to counter it. So I think it would have been a bigger advantage to get the hero on the board, since it's very difficult to deal with, and short of bounce, he's probably not got any way to deal with it once it's on the battlefield. But he has a big turn here, if I remember rightly. Plays a Lord of the Atlantis. Oop. Gone quite crazy. So he plays a Lord of the Atlantis, untaps an island with the Marrow Regery, plays a Curse Catcher, untaps the land, and then plays a Master of the Pearl Trident, which means that his Merfolk are now massive. And it's bad news for me in a lot of ways. So he just attacks for 4 here, which I'm obviously going to take. Hero's too important not to give up, really. Play out my Ghost Quarter, seems I'm probably going to want to blow up that Mutavault, especially if he tries to activate it. Inquisition here, see a Coral Helm Commander, Master of the Pearl Trident, and a Jace Beleren. I think I take the Coral Helm Commander, seeing as though that's potentially the biggest threat, or at least the biggest creature in there. I could attack with the hero this turn, but I figured it'd be better if I got more tokens onto the battlefield with using Raise the Alarm off this attack, and then the Beckon Apparition, because the battle cry is obviously going to be significant when I've got a lot of tokens out. And yeah, I just used the Ghost Quarter on his Mutavault right there. So he plays a Master, decides not to tap one of my creatures and instead untap his land, so he can play out his Jace Beleren. I think that was maybe a mistake, but I don't really know. And then he plays out a Vial with last card in his hand. He's going to attack for 20 here with his 5/5 Merfolk, which is pretty bad. We're not feeling too great about things. Although I actually, if you add it up, I can do 14 damage exactly with an attack from Hero of the Bladehold if I only block with 1 creature here. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. But first I'm going to play my Beckon Apparition, just so he doesn't try and sack a Curse Catcher if I play it later on. So I block with exactly 1 soldier, and I should be able to kill him with exactly 14 damage. As it turns out, I luckily top deck another out, which is Intangible Virtue. So even if I wasn't able to make the 14 damage, I would have won with that. But I wasn't quite as lucky as it looks like, because I would have actually won either way, I believe. So it was really tight, but we managed to squeeze out the win there. Very close. And let's get on to game 2.